This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for May 20, 2023. And in the news this evening, New York man tries to flee to Jamaica after allegedly killing teen, says officials. A man accused of fatally shooting a teen in Mount Vernon, New York, attempted to flee to Jamaica a day after the crime, officials say. The suspect, Mount Vernon resident Akeem Grant, 33, was on Thursday arraigned in Westchester County Court on an indictment charging him with the murder of 18-year-old Mount Vernon High School student Tamani Turner. Reports are that on Thursday, April 6, just after 12:30 p.m., Turner was shot twice while standing on the passenger side of a parked car. He was rushed to hospital where he later died from his injuries. Grant was subsequently identified as a suspect and was held the following day at the Philadelphia International Airport, authorities said. Officials alleged that Grant also torched the car to conceal evidence. He is charged with second-degree murder, second-degree criminal possession of a weapon, third-degree arson and tampering with physical evidence, and faces 25 years to life in prison on the murder charge. Grant has pleaded not guilty to the charges. Man killed at funeral at mid-arrest. Gunmen shot and killed an unidentified male during a funeral held on Friday afternoon at mid-arrest Memorial Gardens in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Police report that the deceased was attending the funeral service of one Randy Shaw when he was pounced upon by unknown assailants who opened gunfire, hitting him multiple times to the head and upper body. He was transported to the Spanish Town Hospital by the police, where he was confirmed dead. The body of the unidentified male is of dark complexion, about 5 feet 9 inches tall and slim built. The male was clad in a blue shirt, blue jeans pants, blue underwear, and a camouflage Desert Clark's boot. The man appears to be in his mid-30s. 3 motorcyclists killed in road crashes in week ending May 19, says RSU. 3 motorcyclists were among 4 persons who perished in motor vehicle crashes during the 7-day period ending Friday, May 19, according to the latest statistics released by the Road Safety Unit. The other victim was a female pedestrian. Their deaths have brought it to 157, the number of people who have been killed in 144 fatal motor vehicle crashes since the start of the year. This represents an 11% decrease in fatalities and a 14% reduction in fatal crashes when compared with the corresponding period in 2022. To date, pedestrians account for 25% of the road users killed as of May 19, 2023. The RSU is also reporting the following. Motorcyclists account for 25% of the road users killed as of May 19. Private motor vehicle drivers account for 14% of the fatalities. Private motor vehicle passengers account for 6% of all road deaths so far this year. Vulnerable road users such as pedestrians, pedal cyclists, motorcyclists, and pillion riders account for 66% of the road users killed as of May 19. Passengers account for 21% of all road users killed this year. The RSU is also reporting that males and females account for 92% and 8% respectively of the road fatalities as of May 19. Bail extended for truck driver charged with vehicular manslaughter. Truck driver Maurice Baker, who is charged with 2 counts of vehicular manslaughter, got an extension of his bail when he appeared in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Friday. When the matter came up before Senior Judge Desiree Elaine, it was revealed that the post-mortem report, the certifying officer's statement, and the statements from passengers in the crash are still outstanding. Baker is set to return to court on September 4. It is alleged that Baker was driving an Isuzu motor truck along Walks Road in St. Catherine on February 27 when he observed smoke coming from inside the vehicle. He reportedly looked down and lost control of the truck, which drifted into oncoming traffic. The truck slammed into a Toyota Probox motor car, and Rikisha White and Rikoya Garrison were killed. Other passengers were also injured in the crash. An investigation was launched by the police, which resulted in Baker being charged. Baker is being represented by attorney at law Kemoy Macaron. $34 million for Governor General for what? Dr. Michael Abrams slams salary increases. Social commentator Dr. Michael Abrams has labeled as unconscionable, arrogant, and insensitive the massive salary increases given to members of the political directorate as part of the government's compensation review for the public sector. While noting that he believes legislators and other members of the political class deserved a raise in pay, Abrams said he is offended by the exorbitant level of increases, particularly against the background of contentious wage negotiations with the public sector groups.
I'm Dr. Michael Abrams. I'm here by myself. I'm not part of an organization. I'm here as a Jamaican and I feel offended because of what just took place. I think they deserve a raise. The Prime Minister's salary was rubbish. The man works hard. The man deserves, all of them deserve a raise. I have no problem with that. But the amount by which their salaries was increased, that amount, and the timing of it coming after the nurses were literally, the teachers recently were literally begging for something that made sense. It's unconscionable, it's arrogant, and it's insensitive. So we can't accept that. And this doesn't mean that the opposition are a saviors either, because you sit down and taking it. I haven't heard the opposition say, we're going to take less too. I haven't heard that. In all fairness, when Bruce Golding became Prime Minister, he took a 15% pay cut. In all fairness, I didn't hear the opposition saying, no, we're not going to take all of that. So the system is corrupt. We're in a bad way. But I don't think we should sit down and take this. I know too many nurses and teachers and police struggling. So no, I'm offended by this.
So what would you like to see happen now?
For them to have the conscience to address us and say, you know what, it's true, that was a bit too much. We hear the cry of the people and we're gonna take it back down a bit. They deserve a raise, definitely. And the Governor General again, but 34 million for what? For what? For a medal and got coronation and have Aki tree, really? Seriously though? 34 million, really? No disrespect, but really?
Samuda announced his resignation as a Labour Minister, says he still supports wholeness. Minister of Labour and Social Security Carl Samuda has confirmed that he has resigned from the cabinet effective Monday. The minister said he announced his resignation last night at the Labour Ministry's awards banquet at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel, and that he had already advised the Prime Minister. 2.5 years ago, I told him that I would only be here to serve in the cabinet for 2 years. That was something that is well known, and I have reached that critical moment, he told the news. Make no mistake about it, I am still a very strong supporter of the Prime Minister and the team, and will do everything I can to assist, Samuda stressed. News first emerged last Friday that he would be leaving the ministry following a now-deleted post on the ministry's website, which showed Samuda bidding farewell to Permanent Secretary Colette Roberts-Risden and the ministry's executive team. All the best, Minister, the post read. There has been no information from the Office of the Prime Minister about a change in leadership at the Labour Ministry. However, there has been speculation that a cabinet reshuffle is on the horizon. Prime Minister Andrew Holness recently announced the changes to the composition of the Senate with the appointment of former journalist Abka Fitz-Henley and the finance executive Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon. This was made possible following the resignations of Natalie Campbell-Rodriguez and Leslie Campbell. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.